Hey friends, Ari Koinuma here, and today I wanted to tell you about Queen's The Show Must Go On, which is on my probably all-time top 5 songs that make me cry list. It's a funny way to describe a song, but it just, if I sit down and listen to the song and take it in, I it gets to me, right? It's just one of the most powerful songs that I know of, and it's on the last song of the last album that came out, Freddie died, and for Brian May to come up with this song to really portray what Freddie must be going through, and Freddie to be singing these words and delivering these vocal performance that in the state that he's in, it overwhelms me. It moves me. It's just amazing. It just doesn't get better than this one. Anyway, all that aside, though, I looked at this song and I'm like, what are the sort of the secrets? What is the source of the power and emotion in this song other than Freddie? And there are some. So I would like to share with you, from the compositional perspective, what is in this song that makes it so powerful. So first of all, it's really helpful when the harmony or the chord progression itself has the emotional content. So listen to this. This is the basic chord progression that is in most of the song. Most of the song is based upon this chord progression. It goes like this. So the song is in the key of B minor, and it goes from there to G, down to E minor. I mean, when the descending lines have this sort of settling, deflating kind of thing. I mean, can you feel the sense of resignation? And then after that, that sort of sense of resignation is reinforced by going back up to F sharp major, which would have been a 5-to-1 cadence, but then instead going back down to E minor, and it just reinforces a sense of tragic resignation. I mean, it's just in the chord progression right there. You listen to that and then go, I mean, there's really nothing else to feel. So the first verse and the first chorus is based on that basic B minor descending progression, but then something interesting happens in the second verse. He goes up a whole step, and the whole progression is repeated in the key of C sharp minor. And when you change key of the song, when it goes up, it just gives extra lift, extra energy into the song, and it's a really common technique in a song closing choruses to kind of go up a key or go up a step or two to give it the lift. But then it's really interesting that it happens in the second verse. So I'm gonna sing a little bit of the end of the first chorus and then go into the second verse. I know I'm not Freddie Mercury. You can excuse my you have to forgive my singing, but just listen for the sense of lift there. Inside my heart is breaking, my makeup made me flaking, but my smile still stays on. Whatever happens, I'll leave it all to chance. Another heartache, another failed romance. Right? So you notice the sense of uplift when the second verse starts, and he's talking about whatever happens and taking another chance, and the music is right there giving you the new sort of life in this song. But then, again, interestingly, at the end of the second verse, so it's whole step up, so you end up on F sharp minor and then go up to G sharp, and then the final conclusion is in F sharp minor, but then actually the song goes back down to the original key of E minor. So in a way, the second verse is embodying this sort of sentiment that you're giving this life another go, giving another chance, but at the end of it, there is sort of you're pulled back down to the original place. You're like, oh no, but this is in the line, the lyrics is by inside in the dark I'm waking to be free, but there is a sort of, again, the weight or the gravity of the situation kicks in and just pulling the song back down. And then the show must go on, the chorus has this grave, tragic, heroic weight to it, because the song is not allowed to stay in that higher key, it just kind of is pulled back down. Well, so Queen is known for larger-than-life gestures and big drama, but in songs like this, if you start out big and bombastic, you really don't have anywhere to go. So Freddie starts out singing in sort of for him it's kind of a mid-range, right? And he goes to the extreme notes towards the end of the song, and that's a pretty standard technique to build up the drama by keeping the range on the lower side to start out, so you have some place to go later in the song. So as far as the vocal melody goes, I'm going to play on the guitar. It goes something like this. Right, so as far as the melody is concerned, that's a really mostly stepwise motion, really smooth melody that kind of goes up and down the B minor scale. But something that is really noteworthy about these lyrics is how well crafted the words are. Of course, they are really expressive, but they fit these melodies really nice. I'm usually a proponent of having some gaps or jumps in the melody, because if you have that sort of a really big jumps in the melody, that is a attention getter. But with Freddie singing, you really don't need that kind of help to get people's attention. And here, the more natural flowing stepwise melody really fits the song, because the words that go along with those lines can sound more natural. And you notice that, I listened to this song a few times with an eye toward, if there's any sort of words that are sort of fit with, that had to be forced to fit the melody in an unnatural way, and I couldn't spot one. So Freddie and Brian May just crafted these words so that the natural rhythm and ups and downs of the language is honored in this melody. And when that happens, the melody sounds very sort of natural or closer to the speaking lines, and it sounds much more true to life in a way, right? And that brings it closer to home in this case, Show must go on, right? Just notice how that just rolls off. It's not show must go on or show must go on, it's just show must go on. It's just the notes and the rhythm of how you want to say that line is, well, he probably wrote the words in this case first, and then the melody kind of came with it. It just works. The melody and the lyrics are just so closely related together in this case that there's not a sense of one or the other forcing each other to submit to its will kind of thing. And yeah, it just brings out the words, and it brings out the meaning in the words effortlessly, and that really helps us to get emotional, to really to get into the meaning of the words in the song. Okay, so today we talked about Queen's The Show Must Go On, and other than the stupendous expressiveness of the performers, there are definitely a number of things going on with the composition or the songwriting that really underscores the emotional gravity of this song, from the harmony being perfectly laying the foundation of how the song is supposed to feel, to how the words and melody really fit together like a glove, and just not forcing each other, just being very natural fit, and that really brings out the eloquence and expressiveness of the words. And the result is a song that I listen to and cry. And man, it's kind of a dream, really. I wish that someday I can write something that brings out this strong of emotion in somebody. I do. Anyway, I hope you got something out of this, and I know the Queen's movie is coming out. I'm looking forward to that. And let's think about Freddie and his mates' accomplishments while I listen to this song. Right? Alright, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.